About that, my phone went off, and of course it stops the recording. So anyway, let's get into the comments now. I took a screenshot of them before I deleted the entire thread, but unfortunately, this silky salt person, it says read more down here. Oh, and I forgot to press the read more bit, but I remember what she said, so I'll say that. So Silky Salt says, that comment was pretty meaningless. NGL. I said, what are you talking about? It's jam-packed full of meaning. Be off with your silly replies, peasant. That was just meant as a joke, that last bit. Because she was being nasty and calling my comment meaningless, so I got a bit offended, so I said that kind of as a joke, but also kind of because I was being salty. And then she replied, I'm assuming it's a she, I don't know why. Most people know that you can be gay and asexual. Or straight. You were also talking about when you want to have sex on an asexual video, which is meaningless and makes us asexuals feel uncomfortable. That is basically what she said in the read more. And then this other idiot says your comment doesn't make any sense, so I don't know if that's the same person but on a different account, because basically saying the same thing. Or whether my comment really doesn't make sense, which that doesn't make sense to me, because I thought that what I said did make sense. I'm basically trying to say that, well, I'm trying to talk about my experience, and I'm also trying to give advice that just because sex is everywhere does not mean to say that anybody should feel pressured into having sex just because it's everywhere, or just because like a boy you like or a girl you like wants sex, but if you don't want sex, that's okay. I was basically trying to say that, but I guess it didn't really come across. And I also was trying to talk about my own experiences, which I thought was allowed. You know, like, I thought there was free speech and all. So the fact that people are now saying that it offends them, because I talked about sex. Like, where in that did I really talk about sex? I was talking about sex as in you shouldn't feel pressured into having sex. And I was also talking about the fact that I was demisexual and I want to make sure that I'm with the right person and in a relationship before I have sex. So how can that offend you? I mean, that's so stupid. So I commented after this mystical Luna melody. I basically said, well, I'm glad to see that free speech is alive and thriving. I posted that. They'll get that in their notifications. And then I deleted the comment. So if they click on it to reply to me, it'll be this content isn't available or whatever. I deleted it because, well, I thought if it's so meaningless, I don't want it there, and it's kind of humiliating it being there and people going on about how it's a useless comment. So all I can say is that just like all these other liberal types, these minority types, like people in the LGBT community, and so on and so forth, are just as sensitive as all these other people. You know, these asexuals are just as sensitive and have all these buzzwords that you're not allowed to say because it offends them. Like, apparently the word sex offends them, obviously, just because they're asexuals. I mean, that's just stupid. I don't know why you can't talk about something. You can't talk about your own experiences and your own opinions to asexuals, even if it's about sex, which they don't like, they don't have. So yeah, I guess these are not my people either. Like, you guys know that ever since I was quite young, I've been trying to find my people. And I just thought that because I have some of the same sort of feelings and viewpoints as they do, I thought that maybe I would watch some of their videos and comment my own thoughts on it, but I guess that's not allowed. So maybe I will, maybe I won't watch more videos on the subject, because I would like to learn more about it. but I don't think I'll be commenting. It's definitely not my area, clearly. I don't know how to talk to these people because, quite frankly, I don't know how to talk to anybody who gets offended at certain words that are in the everyday human language, and, you know, I don't understand these people at all. Just like there's loads of words that you can't say on YouTube now. Like, even innocent words, there are certain words you can't say. Apparently vegetarian is offensive. Apparently that's an offensive word. And a vegan, probably, because it's in the same category. Apparently that's offensive as well. Not to asexuals, obviously, but I don't know to whom it is an offensive word, but apparently it is. I have heard of that. Somebody said that they had to censor out the word vegetarian on their YouTube video. I did try to ask, but I never got a reply. So, yeah, I'm sick of all of this. I'm sick of all these people getting offended at certain words and you talking about certain things. So, I guess these aren't my people either, and I think they're ridiculous. These particular people are ridiculous that are saying my stuff to me. Well, you guys can let me know what you think. And obviously, I want honest opinions. I don't want people just being nasty and mean and just deciding to say, oh, yeah, it was meaningless. Just because they hate me or just because they're jerks. But I want to actually really know, is this comment that I made, was it really that useless? Was it that bad? It was just my experience. I'm kind of really sort of tempted to make another comment on the same video saying that, you know, absolutely appreciate the fact that I put a comment trying to understand you fecking people, and you throw it back in my face by getting offended by what I've said and calling my comment useless, even though it's on the subject, and it's just me talking about my experience and my opinions, which are very similar to theirs. I may or may not, I don't know. I've got to try and find that video again anyway. I can't remember if I saved it. Oh, well, it'll be there in my notifications, won't it? Okay. Well, I'm on the computer as well.